Okay, I'll level with you guys right up front. It's January 1st. So it's a brand new year, officially. This video is coming out on January 2nd. Reason why, for the next 3 weeks, we're going to be doing award show prediction videos. This video will be about the Golden Globes. Next week's video will be about the Critics' Choice Awards. And the third video, which gives all sorts of a cluster, in every single way of the word, will be the third week and the same day that the Oscar nominations are. So, the Golden Globes will be taking place on January 12th, which actually is not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So, we're really close to our first award season of the year. It's incredible, isn't it? And weird, given the fact that the Golden Globes are first. It's throwing me off completely.
Yeah, it's fucking with my head.
And this coming Wednesday will be the BAFTA nominations officially released. So we'll probably do the B-Dubs, Steez, and we'll talk about that. And you'll get that video probably the Thursday after. I think it's the 23rd if I remember looking at the calendar correctly. So, you haven't seen the SAG video, and I'll warn you, it was fun.
Well, it was impromptu, that's the problem.
Really impromptu. It was kind of like, it just was really disjointed, and it was done on the spur of the moment, so...
As not to fuck up, I'm literally looking at my computer screen right now.
He is. It's like a teleprompter. It's really amazing. So yes, thank God he's not Ron Burgundy, because I could type anything I want right now and he'd say everything that's on there. So, here's what I'm going to do. You haven't seen the SAG video yet, so you don't know how this works. But if you remember last year's award coverage, the prediction videos I did personally, you'll remember that there's 3 potential possible winners of each category. And that being the one who will guaranteed to win, pretty much, without, there's almost no question. 2, if there's anybody that can beat them, it's this movie or this person. And the third is the one, X factor that you don't know, just might come in, swoop out of nowhere, and take it. So, that being said, we're going to talk about the Golden Globes. So, this, of course, we're talking about television first, because if you watch the SAG video, you have to understand real quickly, you want to get television completely out of the way first. So, AJ, we're going to start us off with our first television category.
Since we're going in reverse, we're actually starting... What the Globes do is they have a supporting category for TV.
Yes.
But instead of doing, supporting actor or actress for a TV series and then, miniseries or TV movie,
yeah,
it's literally best supporting actor, best supporting actress for a series, miniseries, or a TV movie. Just
lumps it all together. But that's also cheap because then everything's all lumped in together and...
Yeah, then the Globe ceremony would take forever. So.
And it does anyway, so...
SAG doesn't have a supporting category at all.
Yeah.
Except in movies. So we're starting with best supporting actress for TV.
Okay.
It's Jacqueline Bisset for a TV movie called Dancing on the Edge.
Okay.
Jana McTeer for a TV movie, I think, called The White Queen. Hayden Panettiere for Nashville, Monica Potter for Parenthood, and Sofia Vergara for Modern Family.
Okay.
As far as what I've seen and what I know of, I have no idea what Dancing on the Edge or The White Queen are. I watched the first season of Nashville and then gave up on it. I've never watched Parenthood, and of course, I love Modern Family.
I gotcha.
So this, basically what I mean in a nutshell is I'm just taking fucking wild stabs here because I have no idea whatsoever.
Same here.
Because I have no idea how good these performances are because I don't even know what these TV movies are.
I don't really watch television anymore.
There's a few TV movies here that I have seen, so...
And it is definitely the front runner as well.
So, just...
Throwing it out there.
Just picking random shit. I have...
Teleprompters don't go black.
Well, it's because I'm running on a battery. It goes to sleep.
Hopefully.
I have Jana McTeer for The White Queen to win. Possibly Jacqueline Bisset for Dancing on the Edge. And the spoiler, I'm going with my heart, Sofia Vergara.
Okay, again, I have no qualifications for this category, so I'm just going to throw it out there. I say that your winner actually is going to be, in this case, Monica Potter for Parenthood. I like Parenthood. I think Parenthood's really good and very well done. Not just because Mae Whitman's on the show and I really like her. I'm just saying, I like the show. I think it gels really well. It's a good show. Not something I've seen a lot of, but it's something I've seen a little bit of enough to root for it. The person that could potentially win in this case, I'm actually going to go with, as much as I don't like her personally, she's getting a lot of buzz, and that's Sofia Vergara.
Why don't you like her?
I just don't like her. Something about her. She's got that Fran Drescher syndrome going on.
So there's nothing wrong with Fran Drescher either.
I don't like her voice. Hola, screaming goat.
Okay, yeah.
Anybody watching this video,
I
hate
hated Sofia Vergara until I watched Modern Family.
Okay, fair
And now
enough.
I love her.
And my dark horse in this case is Hayden Panettiere for Nashville. I have never watched an episode of the show. It's like Dynasty with country music. So, isn't that a good way to describe it?
It's like Country Strong, basically.
It's Country Strong as a television series. Pretty much.
I
So,
don't even remember what Country Strong is, probably.
nope. I do. But yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. That's my prediction. So yeah, I'd say that Monica Potter wins. I say that Sofia Vergara could possibly win, and I think that the upset is going to be Hayden Panettiere. Okay, next category.
Supporting actor for TV, we have Josh Charles for The Good Wife, Rob Lowe for Behind the Candelabra, Aaron Paul for Breaking Bad, Corey Stoll for House of Cards, and John Boyd for Ray Donovan.
Okay.
I've seen a couple episodes of The Good Wife, and it's really good. I don't know why I haven't watched more, but I just haven't.
You don't have time for television anymore, it seems
Yeah.
like.
Everybody loved Rob Lowe in Behind the Candelabra.
Okay.
Aaron Paul in Breaking Bad, that speaks for itself.
Yeah, obviously.
Apparently, Corey Stoll is awesome in House of Cards. Like I said, I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
And I watched the first 2 episodes of Ray Donovan. Once again, was really good. I just, for some reason, didn't get around to the rest of it. And John Boyd was awesome.
It's like how I did with Pan Am. I watched the first several episodes and I just forgot about it and it got canceled.
So, I think there's a lot of love behind Aaron Paul.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't recall his Globe history because I haven't really been paying attention. There was a long time there where I didn't even pay attention to the TV category.
You're not a savant about the Globes like you are about the Oscars.
Yeah. But I think that's another wishful thinking.
Okay,
I'll
fair
say
enough.
Aaron Paul does take it.
Okay.
My runner-up, I didn't see the big deal with this performance, but most people fell in love with it and thought it was fucking hilarious. And he is, he is a good portion of the movie. I'm gonna say, if Aaron Paul doesn't win, Rob Lowe will. And the potential spoiler could be John Boyd.
Well, unlike most people in the free world, I've never seen an episode of Breaking Bad. So, needless to say, I'm just going to throw it out there that my prediction, as we listen to Fandango's music on my cell phone, enjoy the music, folks. My prediction would be Aaron Paul as well. I think that this is the year of Breaking Bad, and I think that they're going to take home a lot of awards, regardless what ceremony we're talking about. In the case of the person that could possibly win, I would say that I would go with, personally, Josh Charles. Not because I'm a sports night mark, and that's where the Peter Krause love for Parenthood comes in as well. But
I've loved Josh Charles since Still Telling the Babysitter's Dead.
yeah, Josh Charles is awesome.
He was Brian the Clown Dog. Yeah.
Yes, he was, and he is glorious in that movie. And he is going to be the person that could possibly win, that could easily win at the very end. And my spoiler, I'm also going to go with John Boyd as well. So,
Any of these winners would be cool.
yeah, even Corey Stoll would be cool.
Just Midnight in Paris.
Midnight in Paris, exactly.
For best actress in a mini-series or TV movie is
Okay.
next. Okay. We have Helena Bonham Carter for Burton and Taylor.
Okay.
Rebecca Ferguson for The White Queen. Jessica Lange for American Horror Story. Helen Mirren for Phil Spector. And Elizabeth Moss for Top of the Lake.
Okay.
I saw the first episode of Top of the Lake, like I said in the SAG video. And I saw Phil Spector. And I got through half of American Horror Story this season. And it's just it's just getting too fucking dumb now. I gave up on it.
Like you did with The Walking Dead.
Yeah. These horror shows just aren't working for me, dude.
Both coming to Halloween Horror Nights 2014.
Once again, just taking a stab here. The thing about, just taking a wild stab, I'll say Elizabeth Moss takes it.
Okay.
She's got a lot of love carried over from Mad Men, maybe.
True.
The runner-up, I gotta be honest with you, I don't remember much about Helen Mirren's performance in Phil Spector, but I did see the movie.
Mm.
That's pretty much all the Pacino shows, so
Yeah.
I almost forgot Helen Mirren completely. But I would say, maybe based on name alone, she's the runner-up.
All right.
And the potential spoiler, I guess, could be Jessica Lange, because she, swooped for the first season.
Okay.
And I think, yeah. Burton and Taylor, which is most boringly named movie I think I've ever seen. I didn't see it. I barely knew of its existence. And like I said, I never saw The White Queen.
At least it's not called Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, and that's the title of the movie. They just shortened it. And
Well, the Lindsay Lohan movie was called Liz and Dick. So...
That's better, I think, actually. It's a better title. Rolled right off the tongue. So, I am going to go with Helen Mirren for Phil Spector to win this category. And they seem to want to...
Ready to Rumble.
Yes.
That's what that was.
Exactly. It's just...
I was trying to remember.
Comedy for one is still comedy, folks. I'm sure some of you out there watching this video, actually I know you're watching this video, you're going to love this. I am also going to go with, actually, Helena Bonham Carter to be the person that could possibly win as well. And actually, she's not really too high on my list of actresses.
The reason I'm not considering her more is I'm thinking Burton and Taylor, just by the title alone. I had not seen any. I saw a still of her.
Okay.
Just a still. And I know the title. That's all I know about this movie.
Okay.
Apart from what the obvious subject matter is.
Gotcha.
It almost seems like one of those movies where she might have gotten in just because she was playing Elizabeth Taylor.
That makes sense.
And so she just kind of got that, oh, here's a nomination just because.
Yeah.
Even though she also got in at SAG. But
That's possible. And like I said, I'm also going to go with my dark horse in this case will also be Jessica Lange. Also never seen an episode of American Horror Story, but looks like I might have to do my homework because it sounds like it's coming to Horror Nights this year. Alright, AJ, next category.
Best Actor in a Miniseries or TV movie. This is a good lineup.
Yes, I'm reading this. Yes, it is.
I haven't seen two of them, but still. We have Matt Damon for Behind the Candelabra, Michael Douglas for Behind the Candelabra, Chiwetel Ejiofor for Dancing on the Edge, Idris Elba for Luther, and Pacino for Phil Spector.
Okay.
Idris Elba makes me think because he's won this before.
That's true.
For Luther. And they love him so much they nominated him for Mandela.
He's not going to win for Mandela, so this is a way to give him an award.
Yeah, Chiwetel and Idris Elba are up against each other twice tonight.
Yeah.
Once again, I don't really know what Dancing on the Edge is.
Yeah.
But I think it's pretty obvious. Not only based on names, but actually based on the performances as well. Just because they're... Usually the big names sweep, generally.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think it's pretty obvious it'll be Michael Douglas, with the runner-up being Matt Damon, and potential spoilers, Pacino.
I hate to say I completely agree with you, but I do, 100%.
And the fact, in this particular case, with all these big names, the fact that Idris Elba has won before is probably going to hurt him.
Yeah?
So, like I said, I do not know what Chiwetel's movie is. He may be amazing in it, but...
And this is his year, too, what everybody seems to think.
Yeah,
so
he may or may not be getting it later. So
we'll find out as we progress.
All right, and our last one for miniseries or TV movie is Best Miniseries or TV Movie. American Horror Story, Behind the Candelabra, Dancing on the Edge, Top of the Lake, and The White Queen.
Okay.
Just taking random stabs here. It was very successful and everybody loved it, so I think Behind the Candelabra is a pretty...
It's a safe chance.
It's a solid choice if you had to say that it's going to win.
I don't see any reason it's going to lose, to be honest. There's really nothing I don't think that can beat it.
The runner-up, just taking a wild stab, I said Top of the Lake. Because apparently it had people loved it.
Okay.
And the potential spoiler could be Dancing on the Edge. Just
throwing that out
I
there.
have no idea what it is, but I'm just going to say it.
I'm going to say that Behind the Candelabra is definitely going to be the winner. I don't think anything can beat it at this point. It's way too good. It's kind of like Game Change of this year. It's the movie that was a television movie that should have been a theatrical release, and if it were, it might have done really well.
Apparently, Behind the Candelabra is eligible for BAFTAs.
I'm sure it'll clean up then. It'll be awesome. So yeah, that's going to be, I have the same exact predictions he does on that category, but my spoiler in this case would actually be American Horror Story. So if they like it that much, Jessica Lange, potentially, I mean, why not, right? Okay.
Alright, now we are in the comedy category for TV still.
Yes.
Starting with Best Actress in a Comedy Series.
Okay.
which is Zoe Deschanel for New Girl, Lena Dunham for Girls, Edie Falco for Nurse Jackie, Joy Louis-Dreyfus for Veep, and Amy Poehler for Parks and Recreation.
Yes.
People fucking love Veep.
Don't they love Nurse Jackie too?
Yeah, they love all these. I mean, I don't think people love Girls the way they used to. I know I don't like New Girl anymore.
I'm a little biased on that category.
And Parks and Recreation, I really don't know where it stands with people.
Has it gone down? Has it changed a bit?
I have no idea what people think of it now.
All right.
I'm gonna stop watching it now. Rob Lowe's leaving, but
Oh boy.
I'm
Aziz
gonna.
can't make you stay. He's not in it enough.
Yeah, they don't really use Tom very much.
Yeah, that's weird.
So well, there's always Chris Pratt, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Joy Louis-Dreyfus takes it,
Oh yeah, definitely.
especially since they loved her enough to put her in for an upset too.
That's true.
Just based on previous love, I'm gonna say the runner-up is Lena Dunham and the spoiler is Edie Falco. Those could be reversed. It doesn't really matter, but
I think that Julia Louis-Dreyfus is definitely going to win. I think of the spoiler in this case, I'm going to go with as much as I don't really know anything about the show, but I hate Judd Apatow. I'm going to say Lena Dunham is the spoiler, and I actually think the runner-up in this case is probably going to be Edie Falco because for some reason I've never seen an episode of the show, but this show gets nominated for everything every single year.
I saw a few episodes and it is very good.
All right.
All these shows I've watched a few episodes of that are really good, but I never go back to them for some reason.
I'd love to run Zoe so bad, but I don't think I can.
I
It'd be a sucker bet in this case, I guess.
have no
Well, who
idea.
knows? Let's talk about Best Actor.
Best actor in a comedy
Comedy.
series. What the fuck happened here?
I see something in here that immediately seems to be like, go away.
We have Jason Bateman for Arrested Development, Don Cheadle for House of Lies,
Okay.
Michael J. Fox for The Michael J. Fox Show, Jim Parsons for The Big Bang Theory, and Andy Samberg for Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yep.
I hear Brooklyn Nine-Nine's actually pretty good, but nothing starring Andy Samberg will ever have me watching it.
No.
Um,
Unless we're forced to theatrically.
Here's the thing. I hate to put it this way, but here's the thing that I think is going to happen here. I have no problem with it either. I'm just saying.
This is why this is going to happen.
People are fucking thrilled, as they should be, that Michael J. Fox is on TV again.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
he's got such this inspirational story.
And he was great on Spin City, too.
Yeah.
Love Spin
Family
City.
Ties.
Well, I'm talking about his newer
He was able
stuff.
to. He has like that book. He might have written a couple of books,
Mhm.
but he's very positive.
Yeah.
Given his situation, and he uses that positivity and puts it into this work he's been doing.
Yeah.
And I think people will love that enough that he'll take it. I haven't watched the show. So
It's
I
an
don't know.
inspirational story.
Yeah, I haven't watched the show, so I don't know exactly how he is on it. But
Mhm. What is it exactly? Is it like a
it's like
he's on? Is it him? Is he playing a character? Is it?
It's like Cosby and Cliff Huxtable. I think he's basically playing himself under a different name.
I like that. Like that a lot, actually.
I think the runner-up is Jim Parsons because he always wins every single year.
So this year he's just gonna be a little too short.
And it's got that... This goddamn show has such a fucking following. I think the spoiler could be Jason Bateman.
I'm gonna go a little bit different of a direction in this case. I'm picking Don Cheadle actually to win.
Don Cheadle has won before.
Oh.
So that's... I'm not sure.
Well, I have to go with what I said originally, so I'm not gonna lie here. I did already put predictions online, so I got Don Cheadle to win. I've got Michael J. Fox is my potential second place, which easily could take it, and my upset in this case, and like you said, people love this show, but you're not talking about I'm not talking about Arrested Development. I'm talking about The Big Bang Theory. I think it's gonna be Jim Parsons. So. Also shows I've never watched, so sorry.
And we have Best Comedy Series, which are The Usual Suspects plus a new one.
I'm just looking at it and it's like, really?
We have The Big Bang Theory,
Mm.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Girls, Modern Family, and Parks and Recreation.
Okay.
Modern Family got no acting nominations except for Sofia Vergara. They
Okay.
snubbed Ty Burrell. Andy fucking goddamn Samberg is here and they snubbed Ty Burrell.
That makes no sense. They really love Brooklyn Nine-Nine, apparently.
Andre Braugher's not here, though. Andre Braugher should be nominated for fucking everything. They loved him when he was on Men of a Certain Age, but I guess not
Yeah.
now. But I think, honestly, it just comes down to looking at these nominees, which are a little weird. Modern Family is pretty much the only one I can picture winning.
They're weak.
Maybe because it wins a lot, and also wishful thinking because it's the best show on this list.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would say that, and I would say the runner-up is probably Girls. I don't know, just throwing it out there. And I guess since it's the new hip thing, maybe possibly the spoiler could be Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Well, I'm trying to stay away from that, and I'm going to go with the fact that you might as well not with the new, you just stick with the old, tried and true. So Modern Family will win. I think that, actually, Big Bang Theory is going to be the spoiler in this case, and I think Girls is going to be the second place. So, again, who knows if we're right or not. But at least we have a video footage of our predictions.
Alright. Now we're going into drama for TV, which means we're getting closer.
Yes.
Starting with actress in a drama series, which is Juliana Margulies for The Good Wife. I don't want to say her name wrong.
It's Tatiana Maslany for Orphan Black.
Taylor Schilling for Orange is the New Black, Kerry Washington for Scandal, and Robin Wright for House of Cards. Once again, I said in the SAG video, which you haven't seen yet, people seem to fucking love Scandal.
Yes.
I'm always hearing about Scandal.
True.
And how great it is, and how much people love Kerry Washington.
Yeah.
So even when she was doing the Django tour last year, everybody's fucking talking about Scandal.
Oh, yeah.
I think Kerry Washington will take it.
I think you're right, actually.
I suppose people love Orphan Black,
Mm-hmm.
but I've heard it might be more of like an audience-pleasing thing than like an award-winning thing.
Okay, fair enough.
But I don't know. I'd say the runner-up, just based on the past, would be Juliana Margulies.
Mm-hmm.
Because people love her and her show. Rightfully. And another show that people were fucking insane for, and people will just not shut up about, which I haven't watched an episode of yet.
Yeah.
I would say the spoiler could be Taylor Schilling.
And just
For Orange is the New Black.
to make it a lot easier, I completely agree with everything you just said. Night. Night, computer.
Alright.
Going to Best Actor in a Drama next.
We have a very awesome list.
That's an amazing list.
I haven't seen all these shows, but the actors on this list are fucking awesome.
Yes, they are.
All of them.
Totally.
Bryan Cranston for Breaking Bad, Liev Schreiber for Ray Donovan, Michael Sheen for Masters of Sex, Kevin Spacey for House of Cards, and James Spader for The Blacklist.
Good lord.
Awesome.
That's an amazing list of 5, folks.
I have seen, let me tell you this, I generally, like, when I'm, like, writing,
Mm-hmm.
I have to have something else going on in the room.
Obviously.
Because the silence just, I can't.
You can't concentrate. Yeah. Same
I
here.
have seen every single episode of The Blacklist at Volume 2.
Nice.
And James Spader looks like he's doing a great job.
You just don't exactly know if he is or not.
I hear Masters of Sex is really good.
I'm seeing it a lot of these lists, too.
Yeah, obviously Liev Schreiber's always awesome and underrated, so it's great that he got the lead in a show that's doing well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna go with, and of course, like I said, it's that battle of my heart with Cranston should win, but I haven't seen House of Cards, but Spacey's my all-time favorite actor, so I don't know who to fucking root for.
Yeah, I've got that coming up in the movie categories very soon.
Obviously Breaking Bad is over, and it made this massive impression, so I would say it's probably Cranston's.
Yes.
I would say he probably doesn't have a competition.
No.
I don't know if this is my bias, or if it's just, I've heard great things about the show all the time. I'm just gonna take a stab and say the runner-up is Spacey.
I agree with that.
And since this show is like really popular now and people are really taking to it, this might also be wishful thinking. I'm gonna take a wild stab and say the potential spoiler could be James Spader.
I agree with you on Cranston and Spacey, but I don't agree with you on the dark horse. In my opinion, my dark horse is actually going to be Liev Schreiber. So that's how we go. Or I think we're done with television almost.
That's a win-win-win-win-win situation.
And
because I'm sure, I haven't watched Masters of Sex, but I'm sure Michael Sheen is amazing.
and Masters of Sex gets nominated for Best Drama, so obviously if something's going to get nominated for the main category, then it's got to be a contender.
So for best drama series, which is basically best TV picture, we have Breaking Bad, Downton Abbey, The Good Wife, House of Cards, and Masters of Sex.
Okay.
Once again, I said I've watched one episode of Downton Abbey. I did not get through that episode either. It was the first episode too. So
Oh, boy.
before you say, you were just No, it was the first episode ever.
That's all it took, folks.
But awards bodies really love it.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why I went with Maggie Smith. Oh, well.
Going
Spoiler. SAG video. Maggie Smith.
But going on what I said about Cranston, I think Breaking Bad's got this.
It's got no,
Just because
no
it
competition.
was such this triumphant thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It became this massive thing, and this is it. So
Mhm.
you know. And the finale got a really good reaction, which is something you don't hear very often.
Oh.
I'd say the runner-up just on principle is Downton Abbey, and since I heard so many great things, the potential spoiler could be House of Cards.
I think Breaking Bad's going to win. Actually, I know Breaking Bad's going to win. I think, actually, the runner-up is The Good Wife, in this case. And I think your spoiler is actually going to be Downton Abbey. Which is weird to say, it'd be a spoiler, but that's just how it works, I guess.
All right.
Let's have some fun, folks.
Once we get past the music, this is pretty simple.
Okay.
Obviously we're in the movie category now. Categories now.
Yes.
And since we're going in reverse, we're starting with best song.
It would really help if I knew the artists of these songs, because that actually sometimes does help.
Well,
I know some of them.
I don't know any of these songs off the top of my head, the sound of them. I know I've heard like 3 of them. I've heard 4 of them apparently, because I've seen 4 of the movies.
Yeah.
Or 3 of the movies.
You've heard the 4th one because it's in the trailer.
Is that what that song is?
Oh yeah, I believe so.
We have a song called Atlas from the Hunger Games.
I believe that's Coldplay, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, it's the Coldplay credit song,
Let It Go from Frozen.
which I don't know if it's the Idina Menzel version or the Demi Lovato version.
Ordinary Love from Mandela. Please Mr. Kennedy from Inside Llewyn Davis. And Sweeter Than Fiction from One Chance.
What is One Chance?
I think it's like a Britain's Got Talent movie or something.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that a while back. As we look forward to the BAFTAs. So
I think the winner is going to be Please Mr. Kennedy, because I keep hearing about this song, and it's T-Bone Burnett.
yeah, of course.
Who like sweeped when he did The Weary Kind for Crazy Heart.
Yes.
He and Brian Bingham.
Brian Bingham.
I think the runner-up will be Let It Go, because that's another one you keep hearing about.
Oh yeah.
They're probably like the top 2. Even
Yeah,
though
yeah.
I hear there's possibly an eligibility issue with Please Mr. Kennedy, because apparently the rhythm is like an old folk song or something.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like it'd be something like it, like an
I
old
can't say
folk song.
I keep wanting to say the L. Folk. And just because it's popular, I guess, and that's the way the Globes work sometimes, I guess the potential spoiler is Catching Fire.
Well, it's Coldplay. So, I mean, come on. Okay, I think I'll go with my heart in this one, but then again, everyone in the world knows this song now. I think my winner is going to be Let It Go. I say Please Mr. Kennedy is my runner-up, and I think my potential spoiler is going to be Atlas. So, flip it around a little bit. It's about the same thing you said, but not completely.
This next category, there's pretty much just going to be one reject, because there's 4 slots, apparently.
Oh, man, this makes it so bad for these people.
For best score, which
Wait till we get to animated. That's great.
Yeah, notice I didn't even do it.
Yeah, of course not.
For best score, we have All Is Lost, The Book Thief, Mandela, and 12 Years a Slave.
Okay.
The only one of these scores, I saw all 4 of these movies. The only score I actually remember is 12 Years a Slave.
Yeah.
Which is a really awesome Zimmer score. And you would think, like, his boom and doom thing is a really weird choice for a movie like that, but it actually works really well.
It fits very well.
I would say Zimmer will probably take it.
Oh, yeah, without any question.
And just throwing stabs now, the runner-up could be All Is Lost, and the potential spoiler could be The Book Thief.
Well, I can't really say anything about the Book Thief. But the parts I do remember about it, which are few and far between, I do remember it did have that really nice little, like, musical interlude that I heard, like, maybe 5 minutes. And, you know, why not? Sure, there you go. I agree with you completely, because I can't say anything about The Book Thief or Mandela, because I haven't seen either one. I really like All Is Lost, and 12 Years a Slave is the one to beat right now in most categories. Not all, but most categories. So, yeah, there you go.
Best foreign film. I've seen 4 of these.
Congratulations.
I was about to celebrate and say I'd seen all of them, but I forgot.
Yeah, the one thing we really need to see is what you haven't seen yet.
We have Blue is the Warmest Color, The Great Beauty, The Hunt, The Past, and The Wind Rises.
Which is, if you guys don't know, it is the only thing that can beat Frozen for Best Animated Feature now.
It's Miyazaki's supposed last movie.
That's what everybody's saying.
I think he's retired like 3 times now, but I guess it's for real this time.
The Terry Funk of entertainment.
Obviously, Blue is the Warmest Color is going to take everything because it won't get in at the Oscars.
Well,
because
yeah.
the release date issues.
That's what the problem is?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Like it passed the release date deadline by like a week or something. Or a month or whatever.
Yeah.
I think the runner-up would be The Wind Rises for the simple fact they didn't put it in animated. I think they put it in 4 and they had to choose between the two.
That's why it's got a really good chance to win.
And the spoiler, because everybody loves this movie except for me, could be The Hunt. Because that movie gets a huge reaction.
I hate to say the same thing, but I also agree as well. I really, really like Blue is the Warmest Color. And The Wind Rises looks phenomenal from what I've seen of it. There's actually going to be an Americanized version of it, kind of like what they did with Ponyo.
Oh, yeah.
And it's coming out, I believe, in theaters later this month, if I remember correctly. I don't think we're going to get it, obviously, but I mean, we'll have a chance to see it somewhere. So yeah, that's what we're going to go with. I love this category because there's 3 of them.
Best Animated Feature, yeah. The Croods, Despicable Me 2, and Frozen. Obviously, it's going to be Frozen, and there's no runner-up.
Which really sucks.
Or potential spoiler. If the order it would be is Frozen, then Despicable Me, then The Croods, I think.
Which is bad, because that's not what it should be. The Croods is really good. If you can get a chance to watch it, then please take your time to do that.
Best Screenplay.
Oh.
The Globes combines adapted and original. So
Okay.
we have American Hustle, Her, Nebraska, Philomena, and 12 Years a Slave.
Okay.
That's obvious. 12 Years a Slave is just... John Ridley might as well go ahead and be handed every award there's going to be. Except for WGA, because it's not eligible.
Sorry.
The runner-up will be American Hustle. The potential spoiler really could be Her. Like, that's one of the few times where I say the potential spoiler and I actually say that could actually potentially spoil.
Yeah. With me, obviously, everyone knows... Well, you don't know my Oscar predictions yet, because I really haven't... I've solidified them, but I still have some thoughts in my head, obviously. I said we probably wouldn't know exactly what I believe until we get the actual nomination, so I just said what I think might run. But when we actually find out what will run, I will say that there is something that I've been predicting since day one, and I'm going to stick with it. I think your winner for Best Screenplay, actually, this time, is going to be also 12 Years a Slave. I think that American Hustle is going to be the one that could win, and I think very well could win easily. I say that your spoiler in this case, actually, I'm going to go with Nebraska. Because I have a lot of hope, if you remember the prediction videos, I have a lot of hope for Nebraska, so I think that this may be where it starts getting some more credibility to bring it into the bigger award shows. Because considering the fact that we're in the Globes now, so we're in the first major award show of the year. So, oh boy, here we go.
Best Supporting Actress, we have Sally Hawkins for Blue Jasmine.
Woohoo!
Shut the fuck up.
You're welcome.
We have Jennifer Lawrence for American Hustle, Lupita Nyong'o for 12 Years a Slave, Julia Roberts for August, and June Squibb for Nebraska.
Okay.
Now, generally, this isn't always the case, and everybody loves to say this, but yeah, I think in this particular case, the Globes sometimes tend to go for a more popular choice.
Mm-hmm.
But especially if you look at their history, but...
To me, that's why Julia Roberts got in.
Yeah. So I would say, for the Globes specifically, Jennifer Lawrence will take it.
Okay. Did she win for...
So Lawrence Slave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
And the runner-up obviously is Lupita Nyong'o.
Yes.
Which really could be reversed. It could really go either way, but
Yeah.
I think the Globes will go for Lawrence.
I think you're right.
And once again, because it's the Globes, the potential spoiler I think is Julia Roberts.
I'll say right now, honestly, I think Weinstein is going to flip his love, and I think this actually might be your 5 at the Oscars, honestly. I think Oprah is going to get shafted at the last minute, because she obviously didn't make it in here.
Weinstein has nothing to do with Oprah. Oprah can get herself in.
Well, yeah, but it helps to have Weinstein on your side, as we've learned in the past. I think this is probably your 5. And I totally agree that Jennifer Lawrence is going to win. Lupita is definitely going to be the only person that can beat her, and I'm sorry, I'm going to go with it. I think that your spoiler in this case is going to be June Squibb for Nebraska. Again, I like the concept of the movie, so I think that it's going to do really well, and I'm going to go with it. And if Sally Hawkins gets in, I told you so. Next.
Best Supporting Actor, we have Barkhad Omni for Captain Phillips, Daniel Bruhl for Rush,
Your freaking lineup.
Bradley Cooper for American Hustle, Michael Fassbender for 12 Years a Slave, and Jared Leto for Dallas Buyers Club.
Okay.
Early word got out that the Globes fucking loved Daniel Bruhl.
Yeah.
I really hate to say that probably just resulted in his nomination, and that's it.
Yeah, it's a shame, too, honestly.
The winner's gonna be Jared Leto.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I'm
Definitely.
gonna say the potential, the only person that could probably beat him here, Fassbender, I guess.
If they really love 12 Years a Slave that much.
Yeah. And the potential spoiler, once again, because it's the Globes, not necessarily anywhere else, I think the potential spoiler of these could be Bradley Cooper.
I agree completely. I hate to say that, but I agree on this. I'd like to say Daniel Bruhl is going to be your spoiler, but I can't do that.
Alright, now we are in the comedy musical category. We have Best Actress in a Comedy Musical with Amy Adams for American Hustle, Julie Delpy for Before Midnight,
Yes! Greta Gerwig for Frances Ha.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus for Enough Said, and Meryl Streep for August.
Okay. Dang.
Just looking at what the potential nominees are for the bigger awards, I'd say Meryl's probably going to win this.
Does she really have any competition here?
I would say the runner-up would be Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and the potential spoiler is Amy Adams.
Well, if we go with what we had originally, Julie Louis-Dreyfus is going to win, so it makes sense for her to win one and then lose the other one. I'm still saying Meryl's the only person that gets in August, honestly. That's just how I am. So I do think she wins. I think your runner-up in this case actually is going to be Amy Adams for American Hustle. And, you know,
No.
it's possible. People like the movie. As much as you don't, I'm going to go with Greta for Frances Ha as my dark horse. That is definite wishful thinking on my part.
Apparently.
But she got nominated, so that means something, right?
Best Actor in a Comedy Musical.
Of course.
We have Christian Bale for American Hustle, Bruce Dern for Nebraska, Oscar Isaac for Inside Llewyn Davis, who is a very nice guy,
Yeah,
DiCaprio for The Wolf of Wall Street, and yeah, we couldn't remember this in the prediction video.
We forgot about Walking.
Joaquin Phoenix for Her actually to get in. This is pretty simple for me.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's going to be. I want to say Oscar Isaac has a good shot.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a good shot to win, but I mean a good shot to be in the running.
Yeah.
But I think the winner will be Bruce Dern. Right behind him will be DiCaprio, and the potential spoiler is Bale.
Again, I hate to do this because it sounds like, oh, you're just copying him, Owen. No, I'm really not. I agree completely.
Best Picture Comedy Musical, we have American Hustle, Her, Inside Llewyn Davis, Nebraska, and The Wolf of Wall Street. I think I'm going to say that the winner will be American Hustle.
If American Hustle does win comedy, does that mean it still can win the Oscar? Or is it done? Or is that just the best drama?
It's just drama.
Okay, good. Okay, I don't feel bad now. Good. Continue.
If American Hustle doesn't take it, I think it could be Nebraska,
Mhm.
and the potential spoiler is Inside Llewyn Davis.
I think you're doubting The Wolf of Wall Street, but then again, a lot of people are saying that the Academy are going to doubt The Wolf of Wall
A
Street.
lot of people thought Jonah Hill would be here.
Yeah.
He's not. So.
He's not here, so I mean, that's a big slap in the face to The Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, American Hustle definitely wins, and I think your spoiler in this case actually is going to be, again, Nebraska. So I have to say that the final, like the movie that could possibly win is Inside Llewyn Davis, which I've been talking about a lot, and you were like telling you read the script and you don't think it's going to work as well, but
I think it'll probably look a lot better on screen than it did on paper.
well, let's see what happens.
Now we're on to drama.
Oh boy.
We're winding down here. Best Actress in a Drama, we have Cate Blanchett for Blue Jasmine, Sandra Bullock for Gravity, Judi Dench for Philomena, Emma Thompson for Save Mr. Banks, and Kate Winslet for Labor Day.
Okay.
Since it's the Globes, I'm basically taking what I'm saying about the Oscars and flipping it.
Yeah.
Cate Blanchett will take this. Since it's the Globes, the runner-up will be Sandra Bullock, and the potential spoiler is Judi Dench. But I think that's flipped everywhere else, except the BAFTAs.
I think it's different, actually. I'm actually going with Sandra Bullock to win, because I don't think she's winning the Oscar, because Blanchett's winning it. I'm definitely going with Blanchett as my my runner-up, and I'm sorry, I'm going to go with it. The spoiler is Emma Thompson for Saving Mr. Banks.
Okay.
I really like to see Judi Dench win. I wouldn't have a problem with it, because I really like Philomena. And we've not seen Labor Day, but you've read the script. And
the book.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you read both.
Both, yes.
Okay, good. So it looks good from the trailers, so yeah, that's what we're going to go with.
Best actor in a drama, we have Chiwetel for 12 Years a Slave, Idris Elba for Mandela, Tom Hanks for Captain Phillips, McConaughey for Dallas Buyers Club, and Robert Redford for All Is Lost.
Okay.
This one was pretty simple for me.
Okay.
I think Chiwetel is going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Right behind him will be McConaughey.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess just based on popularity, the potential spoiler is probably Tom Hanks.
I say you're probably right, because
Especially if you look at likelihood for actual bigger nominations.
I think McConaughey and Chiwetel are going to split the awards until we get to the Oscar, and it's going to go back and forth the whole time. Everybody's saying Chiwetel's got it in the bag everywhere. I think they're wrong. I think McConaughey is going to win a lot more than you think he will. And I think he very well could take the Oscar. But he's going to have some serious wins before he does. I don't think he's going to win the Globe, though. I'd like to see him win the Globe. I like Chiwetel. I like 12 Years a Slave a lot. But I really like to see more love for Dallas Buyers Club as a whole. So I'd like to see McConaughey win, but who knows? I guess we'll find out.
Alright, Best Director. We have Alfonso Cuarón for Gravity, Paul Greengrass for Captain Phillips, Steve McQueen for 12 Years a Slave, Alexander Payne for Nebraska, and David O. Russell for American Hustle.
This is my list with the exception of one.
I think it's going to be Cuarón. I'm not necessarily saying that's going to always happen. I'm saying at the Globes it'll be Cuarón, and the runner-up will be McQueen, and the potential spoiler is Russell.
I say that's completely correct, but don't count out Alexander Payne. Really don't, honestly.
He's in for a nomination, but I don't think he's going to win anything.
No, Nebraska will do better with every other category with the exception of director. I don't think it's going to have the ammunition to go further, sadly. Yeah, Cuarón's definitely taking this. McQueen, runner-up, and my spoiler is also the person I think is going to win the Academy Award, David O. Russell.
Alright, our last category is Best Picture.
Yes.
Drama. Captain Phillips, Gravity, Philomena, Rush, and 12 Years a Slave. No need to go into this too much because we went into it in the prediction video.
Yep.
Gravity will take this because
Yes.
it won't win the Oscar.
No, sorry, people. Gravity's not winning the Oscar.
Gravity will win the Globe with 12 Years a Slave right behind it.
Yep.
And I think the potential spoiler is Philomena, actually.
I think it's a really good chance, especially if they nominate if Judi Dench ends up taking the actress.
So,
Win.
that's it.
So, once again, we will join you next Thursday. We're going to talk about the Critics' Choice Awards, and that actually video will be coming out next Thursday. So, in the meantime, continue to watch these videos here on Pop. We'll continue to make them, and until tomorrow, boys and girls, that's all I got to say about that.